really think I found the perfect flashlight for the average Joe. This is my review, and this is the Imalent LD70. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Quentin the Gun Guy. This is the Imalent LD70. This is the latest version of the Imalent keychain light series. This is probably one of the easiest yet the most difficult reviews that I've done yet. This really made me reassess what I wanted in a EDC piece of gear that I carry with me. As per usual, I'll be going through things that I like about this, any special features, and then things that I don't like about this. We'll jump in directly into the unboxing, sort of. I've used this for a month already. This was sent to me by Henry Bierman from Torch SA. Thanks a lot, Henry, for sending me this to test out and abuse. This goes for 1,399 Rand on their website. But if you check below in my description, I've got a discount code for you guys. So, unboxing. So what I like about this is that it's a really neat box. So my favorite colors are black and blue. Coincidentally, this is black and blue everywhere. If you can see on the camera there. So main theme is black, but then there's blue writing everywhere, which looks absolutely insane. So it has like the sleeve that comes off, and then it has a magnetic flap that opens up. So you get it packaged like this. So how neat is that? That looks so cool. So if I flick this out by pulling on this tab, then it's out. So with this you get the flashlight as expected. You get a manual, which you probably don't need after this video. And then you get a lanyard, which I didn't use. This goes through the back. Didn't use it. Don't like lanyards on my flashlights. It just gets caught everywhere. And then you get a charger which plugs into your USB charger as per normal, and then it's a magnetic charger. So the nice thing about this is, with all those micro USB chargers, you always want to make sure that the rubber cap is inserted properly, or it might affect the waterproof rating. But this is a sealed unit. It just clips on there, and then that's your charger. So nice and solid magnetic charging system. So this is really easy to use. You can't put it in the wrong way, because then it's not going to connect. There's only one way that it can connect, like that, and that's it. So let's run through some of these specs and construction. So construction first, this is a anodized aluminium body that surrounds an inner core which feels metal as well. Pre-LED. The nice thing is that the bezel is actually protruding just a little bit to protect the lens. Now if you've dropped a flashlight ever and you busted up the lens, this is a very important aspect just for protecting your lens. Tail switch, and it's adjustable power. IPX8 rating, so this is fully submergible. You can submerge it up until 2 meters. Max output candelas is 10,350, so that's insanity out of this small thing. And then 4,000 lumens, that's ridiculous. And it pushes those 4,000 lumens out to 203 meters. Now that's insane specs from this little flashlight. This is the size of a lip ice. This looks like a lip ice on steroids. This is ridiculous. Yeah, if you live in South Africa, lip balm is lip ice. It's just South African way of saying it. So this is insanity. Why I say this has changed the way I think about EDC gear is I was a bit of a fan of the Phoenix C6 version 2. So this is what I thought I needed. It's a bit of a badass looking flashlight. It looks all tactical, with these serrated bezels to either hit someone, do a bit of damage, or break a window, something like that. This is what I thought I needed, and then this came along. This is insane. Wow. Yeah, this really changed my mind. I actually am enjoying this. Now that big Phoenix flashlight, that's 900 lumens. This is for 4000 lumens. This is ridiculous. This is easy to carry in the pocket. It doesn't have a pocket clip though, but it's not a pain. You can just drop this into your pocket and forget about it, which is nice in winter because your hands get cold, especially in the Joburg regions. You want your hands to be able to get into your pockets easily. So the bad thing about a pocket clip and a tail switch is a lot of times if you put your hands into your pocket, it's going to hit your tail switch, activating the light. But we get to that later on. So lumens on this has a 20 lumen setting. This it can maintain for 15 hours. Then it has a 200 lumen setting. It can maintain for 3 hours 50 minutes. 900 lumen setting for 45 minutes, and then the 2000 lumen setting for 39 minutes. Turbo mode it can maintain for 38 minutes. So turbo mode you'll see on the B-roll. That's going to be either 4000 lumens straight or it's going to be 4000 lumens strobe. Whenever you get a new piece of kit for your everyday carry, there's always a trade-off. So there's things you like about it and then things that you don't like about it. So a lot of times, if you're really honest with yourself, that most of the time it's going to be the case of really not ticking all the boxes that you want to be ticked. Well, this is something that ticks most of the boxes. As stated earlier, it really did change my mind into thinking what I really need in a everyday carry flashlight. What I really need is a variable power setting. So sometimes you're just looking for something that you dropped and you need to look under the table or something like that. Then you don't want the full 4000 lumens, you want something maybe a bit less, maybe the 20 lumens or the 200 lumens, something that's more usable. So I just set this on 200 lumens, and they basically left it there for most of the month that I've tested it. If you want to bump it up, you can, or 20 lumens is more than enough as well. So in this month that I've tested it, I used it every day. Carried it with me every day, and every time my dog went for a wee in the evenings, I used the flashlight. So this I really did use and test properly. This has a drop rating of 1.5 meters. Now if you follow me on social media, then you know that I've dropped this quite a few times. I almost said a bad word. I dropped this quite a few times, and then I got really good footage out of that. Now just remember, to get good footage, you don't just take one take. So you need to drop it a couple of times to get the footage that you actually want. So whatever times you saw me drop it, I actually dropped it quite a few times more. So this really stood up to the test. So let's run through the controls. So if you have a little LD70, then you might need to pay attention now. So looking on this little LED, which is a great feature, this shows you everything from power setting to if it's locked or not, to the charge level. This is a really nice thing that I didn't think that I actually needed, but now I see that I do. So if you press it once in lockout mode, it's not going to come on. But if I press it 4 times in quick succession, 1, 2, 3, 4, then that little lock is unlocked. So if I press it once, that's going to switch it on. So as you can see now, that's on 20 lumen mode, if you can see it on camera. So that's on 20 lumen mode. If I press it and hold it in, that's going to jump up until the 200 lumen mode. If I press it and hold it in, it's going to bump it up to the 900 lumen mode. Press it in, hold, 2000 lumen. If I double tap it, 4000 lumens, double tap again, that's going to put it into strobe feature. So that's a really great feature. So whenever you want to use it in a defensive scenario, let's say you want to blind your attacker, so whichever mode that you're in, you can double tap it immediately, go to 4000 lumens, hitting you with a blast of light. And then if I double tap again, it's going to hit that strobe feature. So that's going to disorientate. You can maybe move, go for a weapon, or just move and get out of there. So that's a really nice feature of this, is to basically play around with whatever you need in a flashlight. So if you look on the little LED again, if you press it 3 times, it's going to show you the charge level, the voltage that's still left in your battery. So that's a nice way of actually monitoring your battery. So in most other flashlights, it's only going to give you a charge level once it's basically run flat. So it's going to start flashing red, or it's going to give you a red light It's very difficult to monitor then when you really need to start charging your flashlights again, or just to bring down the light setting. Nice thing about this is that it can maintain most of the settings that you want, but there is a thermal control feature, so it's not going to burn a hole in your pocket. It's going to basically bring down the light just to keep it cool, so it doesn't burn itself out. It's not going to turn on you in your pocket anyway, because it has a lockout feature, so just remember to switch that on. Let's check out the performance of this little flashlight in my yard. 2000 lumen mode, that's going to be 5 meters, so that's 5 meters, nice hotspot, nice and clear. Let's move on to 15 meters. 15 meters is going to be that tree that you can see there, and beyond that is going to be the wall. That's going to be 20 meters, so that's quite a good throw there for a small flashlight like this. Next up is going to be 25 meters. That's all the way to the wall on the other side there that you can see there. So that's 2000 lumens to the wall. Let's bump it up to turbo mode, 4000 lumen mode. That looks like daylight. That's absolutely insane. Let's have a chat about the appearance. Now, as stated earlier, I spoke about what I think I wanted in a flashlight. So everyone wants the tactical looking gear, so it needs to look cool for me to carry it. But as the average Joe that's working on his everyday carry gear, the worst thing that you can do is make a bad investment. Look, everyday carry gear isn't cheap, especially the quality stuff. So if you invest in quality stuff, the worst investment you can make is invest in something that you're not going to carry. So going for that big flashlights that look impressive and looks like you can beat a watermelon to death, that's probably not going to be in your pockets. So if you do a random pocket dump and it's not in there, that's a complete waste. This is actually marketed as a keychain light, which is actually a bit bulky for that, but it probably is still small enough for you to carry it on your keychain. I quite enjoyed this in my pocket. This comes in various colors as well. How cool does that green look? It's washing out a bit with the lights, but this green looks absolutely awesome. You get this in blue, black, and like this gold color. But this green, that's actually my favorite, and I'm actually glad that I got this color as well. Yeah, and this all in a package that's for 1,399 Rand. How good was that throw in the yard? This is insanity. Out of this small package, it just blows my mind. And 4,000 lumens, that's like daylight. I don't know. Yeah, the guys are getting really clever with flashlights. And this is a lesser known brand. I don't know why, because this is absolutely ridiculous. It can take a beating. It's a little pocket rocket. And that's it, guys. This was a super surprising torch. I really enjoyed testing it / abusing it. So thanks again for Henry Beeman from Torch SA. Remember, if you want to buy this or anything else from Torch SA, I do have a discount code / link down in my description, so you get a 10% off anything in their store if you use that code. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Hope you have a good one. Cheers.